Hello everybody. Welcome to Mystery Stamping at Create with Brenda. I'm Brenda Hillard, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And the second Wednesday of every month, I hold a mystery stamping. It's a virtual stamping event. And when you subscribe to my newsletter, and I will put the links down below, I send out an email that looks like this. And it gives you the Zoom link, it gives you the supplies you need, and then the measurements. You don't know what kind of card you're making or what you're making, but I give you everything to cut out. Then when we join the Zoom meeting, the crafters put their cards together based on what I gave for supplies and measurements. And then we just go around and show each other our cards. And a lot of times they're templates. You get a layout, you get the measurements, but maybe you didn't have a good feel for what we were doing and maybe didn't pick the right paper. It's all okay. It's all okay, because you can go back and jazz them up and cut some different papers. But they're fun, creative layouts, and I hope you'll join me next month. The date for that, and I need to look here quickly, just forgive me. It will be June 9th. So at 7 p.m. and subscribe to my newsletter and get the link and join us. It's fun. I do a little prize giveaway depending upon how many people join us. Determines how many prizes I give away, and it's just super fun. So let's get started. This month's mystery stamping event asked you to cut out a piece of thick basic white cardstock that measures 5.5 by 8.5, and I wanted it scored just on one end at 2 1/8. So what we did is we folded that over, burnish our fold, and then we brought this edge in, butted it up against the edge of the cardstock, and burnished that edge. So we get this really nice gatefold card with no, it butts up really nice. There's no gap there. All right. And for my demonstration video here, that's the other thing. So if you have everything cut out for your mystery stamp, and it's like, oh, I missed the live event, the following day, so the second Thursday of each month, I post the video to YouTube, so that if you had everything cut out, you can go ahead and follow along and assemble your pieces. So for today's demonstration, I chose the Ice Cream Corner suite of products. I'm using the Sweet Ice Cream stamp. I'm using the Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper, and then of course the Ice Cream Cone Builder Punch. All right. So you saw how we got our card base prepped. Good. Oh, and another shout out. Thank you everybody who's used my my monthly host code right there. I've sent out lots of these already, but this month when you place a minimum of $50 product order with me at Create with Brenda and use my host code, I send you absolutely free a thank you gift for shopping with me. And this month it is the silicone craft sheet. So thanks to everybody who's already participated. It's been fun, and your goodies are in the mail. All right. So in the directions, I had you cut 2 pieces of solid cardstock that measure 2 inches by 5 3/8. I had you cut 2 pieces of Designer Series paper that measure 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. All right, so what I'm going to do is bring in my silicone craft mat. That's what these are. Whoops, sorry about that. That's what these are known for. is to keep your work surface free of sticky adhesives, and also the adhesive doesn't stick to the mat. So I'm going to center that up here on my, did I cut these wrong? I did. Give me just a second. I have to do a little trim. It's not 2 inches, it's 1 7/8. And it's just enough to make a difference on our little border here with the Blackberry Bliss solid cardstock. So there's that. And did I cut this one right? No. No, I did not. So give me 1 second. 1 7/8 for the designer series paper by 5 1/4. All right. So I'm going to add some adhesive. And because my ice cream cones, or because I had a pattern on my designer series paper, I made sure that the ice cream cones were going up and down like I wanted them to as well. All right, I have to do a little trimming here just because I didn't follow my own directions very well, you guys. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna shave a little piece off from here. Let's see. So what happens when you can't follow even your own directions? Craziness. So you guys, have you got the new catalog yet? And page through it. The products are amazing. And if you don't have your very own catalog yet, click that link down there below if you don't have a demonstrator, and I will be happy to send a catalog out to you. All right, so now I'm going to just center this up on my card, getting those nice even borders. In my measurements, I had said to cut 2 pieces of thick white cardstock that measure 1 1/2 by 3 7/8. Well, I'm going to change that up. And the reason being is I have my 2 pieces, all right? But you see what happens when I put that on here? It doesn't really do anything for the card. So is what I did is I started going down by 1/8 of an inch. So if these measure 1 1/2 by 3 7/8, then I cut this to 1 3/8 by 3 3/4. And then I cut this down to 1 1/4 by, let's see, what did I have? 3 3/4. So I cut that down to 3 5/8, okay? And then I'm going to layer these up so that the sprinkles are on the outside. And is what I am liking about this is there's a sentiment in this stamp set that says, with sprinkles on top. And that is what I'm going to use for my inside sentiment. So there's one. And like I said, I'm jazzing it up, and you can jazz yours up too. But there we go. And then a little more adhesive. You guys, the mystery stamping is really fun. I'm going to do one tomorrow night with one of my demonstrator friends. There's a group of us, and we just have a great time and lots of laughs. And if you've ever thought about joining Stampin' Up, now's the time to join. There's a great promo on where you join for $99 and you get to choose $155 in free product. That's a lot of free product. So is what I want to do now is what I'm marking is my center. So I just want to make sure that I only keep adhesive right here in this little section. This is called an interlocking gatefold card. So is what we're going to do is we have this flap just like that, okay? And now for this one, I'm going to lay it down here and I want to make sure that my adhesive stays on this side. So I'm going to put that down like that. Now I have to tell you, I am creating this one on the fly, so that's kind of fun. We have some really fun papers in this ice cream corner suite. If you haven't seen them, you really do need to see them because they're really just plain fun. So with the ice cream cone builder, I am going to take a piece of the designer series paper, and I kind of want this purple color. So I'm just gonna punch, and that gives me a scoop of purple. I have a scoop of kind of a peachy color, and then let's grab a scoop of this pool party color here. Yeah, I like that. All right, so on the back of the ice cream cone paper is like a waffle cone, and I punched that with the bottom part here, this little triangle in the ice cream builder punch. So I want to build my ice cream cone, and is what I'm going to do, I think I want that light pink one up on top. So I'm going to put some adhesive on the bottom of my cone. I'll take the purple one next, and I want to give that just a little tilt, and then I'll take my pink one and put that right up here. So I've got this triple scoop cone. How cute is that, right? I kind of got that one tipped a lot. There. I like it. So now on here, I have to be careful about where I'm placing this because of how it opens. So I'm just going to kind of put it at an angle. I don't know, maybe I don't want 3 scoops. Maybe I'll do 2 scoops. That's going to fit much better. I'm going to add a, see, that's what happens when you create on the fly. You get to see how many times I changed my mind doing a layout, but that's all right. So I'm just going to put this little ice cream cone right here, and then I thought this would look cute, and we'll find out if it does or not. I'm going to take a scrap piece of basic white. I'm going to use my Blackberry Bliss ink. There's this really fun happy birthday font in this set. It's larger, so I'm going to stamp it up. I'm going to just go ahead or ink it up, and I'm going to stamp it, and then I'm going to give that just a second to dry. Get my paper scissor here, and is what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to kind of fussy cut around these letters. This is such a fun technique, and it's really, really popular again right now. Just to do a rough cut around. It doesn't have to be close. It just has to be kind of curvy. And you'll see what I mean when I lay it down. That white edge that you leave over the tops of the letter, it just blends right into the designer series paper, and it's a really cool look on your card. So I just want to get rid of, I have a little point there, and then I had one right here. I just want to round that. So I have this. Now I'm going to take my dimensionals again and just add a few to the back so that it holds it up, pops it up nice. All right. So now I just have to decide, do I want it up here? I think I do. I like it. So there's our happy birthday. And when our card opens, oops. I had one dimensional, you guys. Forgot to tell you not to do adhesive beyond your folds. There it is. So now I've got this fun ice cream cone. I've got the happy birthday. I like it. So on the inside, I had another scrap. I wonder if this would work. Oh, I don't think it will, because it won't be the same height. But I was thinking, oh gosh, maybe that'd be kind of cute to cover up our differences there, but I don't think that's really going to matter. So remember I told you I had this really cute sentiment that says with sprinkles on top. So I'm going to bring in the Blackberry Bliss ink again. And I'm going to just stamp it. Fun. And then just trying to decide, maybe the Bermuda Bay, that was one of our coordinating colors. And there's a little sprinkle stamp in here too. I'm going to pick that up and ink it up. And I'm just going to add some sprinkles. Yeah, I like it. And then I had this little scrap that I was going to use on my envelope, which I still am. And to do this, I'm going to use our liquid adhesive. There we go. So now we have our coordinating envelope, our sprinkles, our happy birthday with sprinkles on top. All right, join me next month, like I said, June 9th, 7 p.m. for my next mystery stamping at Create with Brenda. See you then. Bye-bye.